You're ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So in this video we're going to take a look at how the GeForce Experience app on Windows 10 helps optimize the game Watch Dogs Legion. So I've been tinkering around with some of the settings in the game to try and get it running the best I can at least 60 frames per second frame rate. And for those of you who've watched some of my previous videos on graphical settings may know that it was getting a little bit frustrating at times because the game isn't optimized that great, unfortunately, at this stage. Hopefully that's going to be worked on as time goes by. But allowing the GeForce Experience app to actually choose my settings for me, it pretty much puts everything to the top. All the settings to ultra, including textures and DLSS quality, but no ray tracing. So GeForce Experience from NVIDIA themselves, knowing I've got an RTX card, actually decides to skip on the ray tracing. Well, that's odd because it's just they're basically saying that the game isn't running optimal if you use ray tracing, otherwise it would be enabled as their optimal default. But the game itself though, after using those settings chose by the GeForce Experience, despite me trying these settings in that order before myself, the game actually seemed to run alright and better than it had before when I chose those settings from the game options menu, which makes me a little bit confused because I don't understand what the difference would be between allowing the GeForce Experience app to choose those settings over me choosing them in the game. And running them on these settings, I was getting anywhere kind of between the kind of low 50 up to the low 60 frames per second. And majority of the time I was getting a good 60 frames per second with all the settings at ultra. So for me, that was kind of like good, I guess, to a certain extent, but also just shows that there's definitely something odd going on within the game and how it runs. I'm just hoping that as time goes on there's going to be some improvements in the game to allow us to be able to run it at a slightly higher frame rates than what we're currently running it at the moment. Although it is a graphically taxing game, we've played big open world games like this before. You know, Watch Dogs 2 was big and was very gorgeous looking game, as well as games like GTA 5, big open world games run at decent high frame rates. I can't see why they can't get this game to run at higher frame rates than what it's currently running at. But for those of you who do have access to the GeForce Experience app, I would recommend, if you haven't already, trying that and seeing if that helps the game run a little bit better for you. So just watch this space for more Watch Dogs Legion, and I'll catch you guys on another video. Thanks for watching. You're ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy?